What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the J to C channel. My name is Jose Contreras, and Crypto Army, we are burning. We are seeing red everywhere. And to me, this is okay. This is good. I was here when Bitcoin went from $17,000 to $3,000 and then shot up back up to 50 grand, 60 grand. We saw all-time highs. So for things to be cooling down, and really that's not that bad. I mean, when we look at the overall market, we're looking at ups, downs, up, down. But I mean, when you really back out and look at things, it is relatively not that bad. We've lost maybe at most 20% on some coins. Really nothing crazy. But this is just because of fear of COVID, our government putting regulations. The pandemic is certainly the biggest cause here, but also it's a bear market. It's just a lot of sell-off. A lot of people are worried about inflation. You know, something to consider is that as inflation rises, the cost of goods go up, and the less money people have available to spend. So you can expect a lot of people not to want to see their funds go down the drain. They don't want to wait because they may need those funds immediately. There are a lot of amateur investors, new people to investing, so they don't understand that the second you sell when things are low, you've already lost that money. Whereas if you just hold on, things will come back up. They always bounce back. Cryptocurrency is not going anywhere. So let's get to today's video. I want to discuss to you one of my favorite coins, and I've been on this coin for years. I was on it, but it was a penny. We're talking about XLM here. Stellar Lumens. It is such a powerful company. Between Stellar and XRP, there are two big companies. A little bit of background, I believe XRP started off and then they separated, and then the partner that separated from XRP took a large chunk of XRP with them and created Stellar Lumens. You know, not to get into the details about what happened between them. Nonetheless, XRP has been highly suppressed by obviously the separation and the lawsuit. So when the separation happened, they've been selling up XRP as much as they're legally allowed to within a time frame. That kept the price down. And then XRP also has the FCC lawsuit, which pretty much is silly because they don't really have anything. They're trying to sue XRP for saying that they did things illegally, yet XRP was created before these laws were implemented, so I don't see how you could do something illegally if there's no law saying it's illegal. Probably early in 2022, XRP is going to skyrocket once their lawsuit is settled, and I believe Stellar Lumen is also going to skyrocket. I could easily see in the long term XLM being bigger than XRP, because XRP is transactions between governments, but let's be honest, when you do a transaction, nobody holds on to the cryptocurrency. You immediately cash it out unless you plan on using it in some other form of currency. So Stellar Lumens is for people-to-people cross-border transaction, whereas XRP is government-to-government. So you're going to be able to send to Mexico, to Canada, to Hawaii. I mean, if there's a brand new island created out in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, as long as they have Wi-Fi and internet, you can send XRP to them. And for a fraction of a cost. I believe if you send you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars, it's only either a couple dollars or less than $1 in transactions, and it's instant. Now imagine if you're able to send money across the world in a moment without really any fees. That is huge. And I can see this becoming very popular. XRP has a lot of partnerships too. I mean, XRP and XLM, they have been stacking a partnership after partnership, but people don't really know right now. They're kind of saying, oh, well, these coins have been stagnant. They haven't really moved in days and months and a year, and that's okay, because the next thing that comes after such a long time of being stagnant, yet they're building all these partnerships, it's going to skyrocket in price. I can easily see XLM being a $10 coin in the near future. I mean, this is such a potential use, and there's only 2 coins in the world, in existence, that do this and that are for this. and that are dedicated to governments accepting them as a form of currency. And that's XRP for government to government and XLM for people to people cross border. There's no competition. So the U.S. government recently stated that they're not a fan of cryptocurrencies. I mean, they go on, and every time a politician talks, it just spins your head and how stupid they sound, especially now that people are more accustomed to how they talk. They're not going to go up there. If they're against cryptocurrency, they're not going to go up there and talk about the details. They're going to compare cryptocurrency to some crap coin. I mean, there's so many random coins, and a lot of them are just meme coins. They have no real utility, but they're going to compare it to kind of make you feel like, oh, this is stupid. I believe earlier today or the other day they went on the news and they said the cryptocurrency is cryptocurrency's own kryptonite. They're their own weakness. Says, Bitcoin can be replaced by Ethereum. Ethereum can be replaced by Dogecoin. Dogecoin can be replaced by Mongoose Coin. I mean, they have no idea what they're talking about. They just sound so stupid. They're just trying to convince each other. I mean, instead of taking actual educational courses, some of these congressmen looks like they just took nothing but argument courses and convincing people courses. I mean, there's really nothing behind their words, and when you're intelligent enough and you understand cryptocurrency, you start to see a lot of their BS. Especially the mainstream media, they don't listen to them. They want to drive fear. Why? Because fear sells. Fear sells articles, papers. It creates attention. It creates revenue for them. That's why they do it. So I recommend going to YouTube. People who've done the research, people who know what they're talking about, and people who are unbiased. News is biased, but when you go straight to the facts and you just talk about the good and the bad, you become unbiased, and that is the important information. That is what's going to make you a millionaire. That is where you get ahead of the curve. I spoke about it in my other video. When billionaires go up and they talk about these coins, they're going to bash them. They're going to say the worst things. And I'm a billionaire. I have billions of dollars, and I made it without cryptocurrency. Yeah, because they've been around since Jesus walked the earth, and they didn't have cryptocurrencies back then, or they're used to investing in stocks and everything. So as soon as they get off the news, they're going to come back here and they're going to buy XLM. They're going to buy cryptocurrency, and they're not going to tell you about it, because when they've instilled fear in you, you sell and then they buy. So let's talk about XLM specifically. They partnered up about a week and a half ago with MoneyGram. And for those of you who are not familiar, MoneyGram is a service where you can send money across to different countries for a fairly big fee. I mean, even if it's $20-30, that's $20-30 that are out of your pocket just to send money. So MoneyGram has already mentioned, without cryptocurrency, without them adopting XLM, they're gone. They're done. They can't compete. I mean, XLM does it instantly for pennies. Well, the big problem is people don't know how to convert them or how to send it. But use a service like MoneyGram, they'll do it for you. The Federal Reserve has also talked about integrating its financial system with cryptocurrency. They talk about picking a cryptocurrency for government-to-government transactions, for people-to-people cross-border transactions. Who are they going to pick? They may not say specifically, but who are they going to pick? There's only two. There's only two that have focused cryptocurrency towards governments and towards solving problems, cross-border transactions. I mean, some of the biggest problems is they send money across to different governments, such large sums that it takes a long time for that to process. Imagine being able to send money back and forth instantly for a fraction of the cost. You save a ton of money while doing it, and it's right away. So Federal Reserves, they don't want to say nothing. Why? Because they're probably stocking up. The second the government mentions something, if the government came out and said, we're going to adopt Bitcoin, what's going to happen? Me, you, Bob, Joe, the old lady across the street, everybody has one, that has too many dogs that are overweight, they will go on and buy Bitcoin and will shoot up the price before the project goes live. And when the project goes live and the price is way up, the government has to spend a lot more money. They get a lot less, bang for their buck. So expect these companies and billionaires not to talk about what they've done until it's done. So right now is the perfect time to buy cryptocurrency. Everything's on fire. Yes, I know it's going down and the world's ending. No, it's not. It's only ending if you hit that sell button. When you sell at a loss, you've lost. That is the only way to lose in cryptocurrency. Most of these coins bounce back, and they bounce back higher than ever before. XLM is going to surprise everybody. If you stay behind, if you don't invest in XLM, you are going to be left behind, and you're going to be just like me when I saw Bitcoin at a couple dollars and didn't know what it was and didn't want to know what it was. And again, when it crashed to $3,000 and I didn't pick up a single Bitcoin. Or if I did, I was very hesitant because of that major crash. And here we are today, still regretting that. But you know what? That's not going to happen to me this time, not with XLM, because I am very bullish on XLM. I think that this cryptocurrency is going to be massive, massive. And that's going to happen once the government stops talking about all these useless things, stops blaming each other, and they actually start talking about some of the information here, some of their partnerships with these cryptocurrencies. And you're going to see that it's very easy to see XLM at $10 in the near future. I think $10 is not too much to ask. I mean, what brings up cryptocurrency is adoption. The more that there's a certain amount of coins available, and when a company or somebody buys that cryptocurrency, the supply becomes less and the price goes up. The math is very simple. The more that people buy, the higher the price goes. So expect to see Stellar, XLM, and XRP to skyrocket in 2022. Now, this coin can be very stagnant. If you look at the screen here, let me make my video a little smaller. It's been pretty much in the same range. The highest the highest this has gone is around 70 cents. It peaked and it dropped down. There's no reason, 80 cents. There's no reason this can't go back up. There's no reason at all. This is going to happen. It's just a matter of when. Everybody, as soon as the hype comes back and some of these partnerships get announced, or the government makes the first announcement, you're going to see this. This is going to be huge. So I hope everybody understands what's going to happen here. I hope you guys hop in and make the right decisions. XLM may not be for you. If it is, I'm giving you the facts. Partnerships, big partnerships, governments, they would not talk about some of these things unless they had plans for the future that are yet to be released. And so I expect that the government, as they always do, because they usually have insider information, will hop on to these cryptocurrencies and accumulate long before they announce it. This way, when it booms, they've made a ton of money like they always do. So again, XRP, XLM, two major cryptocurrencies. Expect to see a major boom on these. There's no reason why, we can't see 10, 100x on some of these things, especially when governments start adopting them. If the US adopts XLM and XRP, the world is going to adopt them because the US will require them to have it to receive a payment or use some kind of service. So expect major, major transactions between the governments. I mean, imagine the government sending another country $40 billion in XLM. $40 billion in XLM. That is massive. That is huge. Even if it's for a short time. I mean, I can definitely see the circulating supply start to drop as people start adopting, but don't sleep on XLM. Don't sleep on them. And again, this is not financial advice. Please make sure that you do your own research. Make sure that you know what you're investing in. Do not invest what you do not know in. Do not invest money that you do not have. All right, let's go over to their website. So, they still are, like they say here, it's an open source network for currencies, payments. They even talk about it here. Look, they're talking about the dollar, pesos, Bitcoin. It's designed to be the world's financial system. And you won't really see that in any other coin, but this, they're dedicated to this. Stellar Coin was launched in 2014. They have over 4 million individual accounts. I mean, some of us are counting 1 million accounts on Shiba Inu. I mean, they're way up there. They're past that. But people haven't really been talking about it. There's no hype. So this is still a sleeping giant. But the day this wakes up, let me tell you, there's going to be a lot of happy people. All this bloodshed in the crypto market and the downs and the burns and everything and all the depression going around is going to be flipped for those who are invested into Stellar. So again, you know, they have so much. I've used Stellar platforms to convert money and send, and it's so quick. It's instant. I mean, and it's trackable, and it's similar to Ethereum, peer-to-peer. I mean, you go on under stellar.org, all this information is available. See, you can send the Philippines to the US. I mean, it's just a no-brainer. Let me see. There's, you know, do your information. The partnerships, you can go onto the partnerships, and you know, you could be on here for days looking at it, looking at all the information, the different APIs. They're not owned by anybody specifically. They're more publicly owned. Pretty much, if you own a large amount of Stellar, you're pretty much the owner of Stellar. So expect to see more about this coming from our government in the near future. If you guys have any more questions, I'm not going to get too much into details because I could be here all day. I could easily make this a 3-hour video. I mean, we could sit here and discuss what every single partnership does, but when you really look at some of the important ones, and the one I wanted to mention was the MoneyGram, just because it's one that's the most known for sending money across the US, across countries. It's huge, and this is going to be massive. Do not sleep on XLM. So again, here's my video. Thanks again, guys, for watching my video. Thanks again for everything. If you have not already, like and subscribe to my channel. I will be talking about cryptocurrencies. I'm going to be doing a little bit of gaming. I'm slowly but surely increasing the quality of my stuff, my microphone, my camera, my lighting. Everything is going to be upgraded. Eventually, you're going to see this decoration. As you can see back here, I got this is actually some decor that I'm going to be hanging up. It's a picture of Nashville, Tennessee, the Strip right before COVID hit. It's a very amazing picture. I'll show you some of that stuff later on as I get this room ready and designed and looking real nice for streaming. Again, like, subscribe. I have other videos. Check me out and share if you guys found this useful. And I'll catch you guys next time on the next video. Thanks.